Hey everybody, it's Kary Oberbrunner, and we are going to be checking the Slack and make sure everything's cool. Tanisha's going to give us the thumbs up. We are Igniting Souls TV, and we are here at Chad Willardson's launch party. We're incredibly excited. We're going to interview different types of entrepreneurs. So let's follow me, and let's talk to some entrepreneurs, all right? All right, folks, we are here at ISC TV. This is legit. We want to interview you about entrepreneur wealth.
Okay.
So how and why do entrepreneurs need to think about wealth differently? Because that's what Chad's book is all about.
You know, somebody asked me recently, when did I first think I had cash confidence? And I told them when I was 14. And it's not because how much money I had in the bank, because I realized I have the skills to create money on demand, create money at will.
And he does, by the way. This is Lior.
Nice to meet you. And I think for entrepreneurs, counting on your capabilities to create money and think that money is not a thing you get from other people, but you create because you create value.
Yes.
And you give somebody value, you set a price, you get the money, and then you do it again.
Yes.
And wealth is as much what you can do as much as it is how much money you have, the actual number.
I love it. That was great. Marisa. This is Marisa. Marisa works with entrepreneurs. How do entrepreneurs think about wealth differently?
Well, it's always about the future, and it's always about what can be created that didn't exist before. Whereas a lot of times, traditionally employed folks, it's like your income is fixed. You save it away, you put it away. Entrepreneurs are always thinking about their bigger future and what they can create.
I love that. That is so good. Let's go talk to some more people. And we want to make sure that our audio is working. So we want you to post in the comments. Ruthie, are people posting in the comments? Are they showing up on the screen? I would love to welcome some people. Who do we have, Ruthie?
We have Lone from Denmark, Neliza from California.
I love it. And give us a thumbs up if you can hear us correctly. If you can hear us loud and clear, go ahead and type in. Also, we're going to be giving away Chad's book to every single person who's here, which is unbelievable. I don't know how he's going to do that. He's going to actually ship you the book. Let's go talk. Hey, folks, this is Igniting Souls TV. We have Daniel White here. And Daniel, this is all for Chad. First of all, are you having a fun time at this party?
This is a great party, yes.
Did you have some of the sushi?
I have. It's really good.
I did too.
And also the drink is amazing.
It is.
The
watermelon.
Watermelon is amazing. Yeah.
So listen, how do entrepreneurs think about wealth differently? That's what Chad's book is all about. It's called Wealth Wired Differently. Why do entrepreneurs think about wealth differently than most people?
Well, they are wired differently, entrepreneurs, to normal people. So it's really important that you get advice from someone who understands who you are and how you're wired.
Yes.
And get it from someone who's wired like you, as Chad is, right?
So let's see that book.
Right there.
That is so good. Let's get a close-up on that book right here. So everybody, I don't know why Chad is doing this. He's buying a copy for every single person watching live. Can you believe that?
Wow.
He's going to ship them.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean,
Awesome.
Chad is one of the most generous entrepreneurs I know of.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal, and his wealth of knowledge and wisdom that he can pass on.
I met him in 2018, and literally,
Oh yeah,
he's like that.
yeah.
You agree?
It's totally. It's
Awesome.
great.
All right. Thanks, Daniel. Okay. Awesome. Take care. How are we doing, Sarah? Yeah, we're doing good. So this is Sarah. Sarah's here with the team. Sheila's here with the team. And this party's rocking. What are some of the types of people that are here? I mean, these are all entrepreneurs. Sarah, you used to work at kind of a traditional place. How do entrepreneurs think differently?
You know, I think it's amazing because really the sky's the limit, right? You can wake up with an idea at 7 a.m. and you can implement it by 7 p.m. It's just an
That is the
exciting
truth.
thing.
I love it. I love it. Sheila, you're doing social media for a lot of entrepreneurs. How do you think entrepreneurs think differently about wealth or, life in general?
I think entrepreneurs are great at making their work around the life that they want. And that's what's fun about working with entrepreneurs.
I love that. That is so good. All right, let's go interview some more people. We're gonna interview you next. He's got photographers here. He has the food. We're only in one small corner of this whole rooftop. This rooftop party is absolutely rocking.
Wired differently. It really totally captures a lot of.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Don't mind me, Ken. Don't mind me. Danielle. Hey guys, do you mind if we interview you really quick? Okay. So this is Igniting Souls TV. We're covering Chad's special party. And Chad has a question. He said he wanted his guests to talk about how entrepreneurs think about wealth differently than most people. You want to start?
Sure. I think that we have complicated situations that your traditional CPAs and wealth advisors don't really understand because it doesn't fit the blueprint. Our risk model is far different.
Yes.
And we need to be able to work with someone that truly can understand both sides of that and look for very creative tax advantages and things that apply to different industries, but then also really set us up for success and for long term, but give us the liquidity in the short term that allows us to make impulsive decisions, because that's what we like to do.
I hear the words freedom, like you're saying use, yeah. What do you got, Justin?
I would add that I think that entrepreneurs, by and large, also need to have their different life cycles. And you have entrepreneurs at every single stage, yet at the same time, even somebody who's an advanced entrepreneur has been doing it for a long time, often wants to break things and go back to the beginning where they can take some risks and have some margin. So again, being flexible, like Danielle said, is extremely important. Additionally, they're also personal brands, which is what we were just talking about.
Ooh, yeah.
And so adding value beyond just the financial principles and practices is super important. And that's what Chad does extremely well, right? He brings value beyond just the financial services. And that's the thing an entrepreneur needs. They need support beyond just wealth management. They need valuable community. They need resources to connect with their family, to help them be better at work and at home.
Tell us the name of your business.
Forefront Books.
Forefront Books. Dude, do you work with Jonathan?
Jonathan's my partner.
I know this guy. All right, we'll talk later. And you work with the PR?
Yep, Society 22.
I love it. Man, are we going to hang out in Georgia with a book in a weekend?
We are.
Ah, all right, come on over. All right, Aurea, you wanted us over here. Oh, yeah. Yes. I mean, this is Dan Sullivan. We are going to be interviewing the man who brought us together. Dan, part two, man. So we're live on LinkedIn here. And if you don't mind repeating some of that amazing thing you said about Chad and entrepreneurship.
I'm an ADD 10 quick start. There's no way I can remember what I just said.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Well, it's just a delight that Babs and I can be here tonight with Chad.
Yes.
And with all the great colleagues that we have, including yourself, Kary.
Oh, it's great to be here.
And you have a double pleasure here because you're here at the party, but you're also responsible.
Interviewing, yes.
You're responsible for making it possible for Chad and so many of our strategic coach clients to get really launched with their first book.
Oh man,
and I think it's
amazing.
I think it's really tremendous.
Well, thank you.
Chad's just brilliant at what he does.
He is.
Actually, I started coaching 50 years ago, 1974, and I've had hundreds and hundreds of great financial advisors in all different fields. And I can tell every once in a while a really better than great financial advisor comes along. And I've had 8 years to get more and more proof of just how great Chad is as a financial advisor. So it's a great pleasure to be here with you, Kary, and also to help Chad launch his next book.
Oh, thanks so much, Dan. And CoachCon is amazing. First time in Nashville, first time with a big conference. How do you feel about CoachCon?
Well, it's the biggest surprise to me as it is to anyone because
right.
I think I've spent all of about 5 hours on the actual planning.
It looks amazing.
And I was told 6 months into the project that there's going to be a conference. So we have Kathy Davis and Eleonora Mancini are just amazing team captains, project managers, and they put this whole thing together.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And then they gave me a couple of speaking jobs that I have to do, and told me how I have to do it. And
I hear we get to celebrate a very special 80th birthday on Thursday.
I'm told that's there's someone who's going to be 80 on
that's
Thursday.
good. Thanks, Dan. All right, come on over. That was perfect. That was great. Let's go interview some more people, and we're going to need that second little mic in a moment. It's in the little box. Awesome. Come on over. Hey. This is a great group to interview right here. This is great. You guys are on TV.
Okay.
You're on TV.
How many million people are listening right now?
All of Shad's 40,000 followers on LinkedIn.
All right.
Yeah. And
40,000 is a lot.
40,000 is a lot. Shad literally bought a copy of every book.
I thought you were going to say he bought all 40,000.
Well, no. He bought that would be bad. He bought a book for everybody.
Oh, that's very nice.
But here's the question. You can answer too if you want.
Yeah, she's the TV host.
Are you the TV host? Yes. So here's the question. How do entrepreneurs think about wealth differently? Anyone want to jump in?
Nick, you go first. Oh. Well, I'll be honest, I haven't yet read the book.
That's okay.
It's on my list.
That's all right.
I think of wealth, not just financial wealth, but spiritual wealth, your health, how much freedom you have. You know, all those things to me define
I like that. So it's more than just finances.
How rich you are isn't just money in the bank.
Deep thought right there.
But
deep thought.
But also it's about the assets that you've built, right? Because you could have money now, but you don't have prospects for future money.
Okay.
Right? So if you have an asset that's paying you while you sleep, I would take that with lower income every year than just a bunch of money in the bank with no future prospects.
I love that.
All right.
All right, you got to top that, man.
Well, I would say network. I think being here with everyone here today, and I don't know. I think that's probably my biggest asset. The people that I have met and the people that I'm meeting. So
You got to ask Jessica.
Jessica?
I guess it all depends on how you define success, how you define wealth. So I think you kind of hit the nail on that. Like it's the dash between the ages. It's like the legacy that you leave behind, the people you impact, how happy your family is, your children. Like he has an amazing son. His wealth is going to live on.
This is like the deepest group right here. I'm just saying, these three right here, they win it. They win it. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
I should have heard the conversation interrupted.
I get you. Chad. Hey, man. So we're behind the scenes. We already got Dan Sullivan.
Oh, wow.
But this party, man, you know how to put on a party.
Thank you. We like to have a good time. And once in a while, we learn a little bit, but we do like to have a good time.
You got your 40,000 plus LinkedIn followers, plus YouTube, plus what would you like them to know? I know you wish they could all be here, but you've already purchased a book for everybody, which is mind-blowing.
Thank you.
So go ahead and follow the instructions, but what would you like to tell the people?
The reason I wrote this book is because of a conversation I had with a bunch of friends who are entrepreneurs, and their feeling was that entrepreneurs are greatly misunderstood by financial professionals. And it seems like there's a disconnect, like there's a language barrier between financial pros and entrepreneurs. And so what I wanted to do is basically uncover why there is that language barrier and how to basically bridge that gap between entrepreneurs and financial professionals. So this book really is about entrepreneurs are wired differently, and therefore their money advice should also be wired differently. Like you need to have someone speaking your language and understanding who you are before you can actually give them that important counsel.
We were talking in the break, and you said that you shouldn't take advice from somebody on parenting who doesn't have kids, but tell us about how that relates to entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I think it's different. Like, you know, you don't understand what it's like to have kids until you actually are a parent. And in a similar, less important way, but in a similar way, like, you don't really understand what it's like to be an entrepreneur if you've never started or owned a business. It's just something you read about, you hear about, but once that whole burden is on your shoulders, it's a different animal. Like, you're in charge, everything stops with you. You don't clock out at 4 or 5 o'clock and then forget about work. Like, it goes with you everywhere. And so that creative, innovative mind needs to be nurtured and advised differently than everyone else.
I love it. Chad, what do you hope happens with this book? I mean, as a publisher, I'm going to tell everyone to buy a copy for their family and friend. You're giving them one. Yeah. Write an Amazon review if you like the book. But what do you hope happens with the book?
I hope that people find financial advice that matches where they're at and where they're headed. I think there are great financial professionals all over the country, all over the world, that have a super specific niche of people they specialize in. And trying to be all things to all people is a challenge. So what I really want people to do is be more transparent about who they serve and who they're best fit to serve, and then attract the right clients. So entrepreneurs work with entrepreneurs, and like, I don't work with retirees, I don't work with professional athletes. Like, I'm upfront about that. So I think financial people should be more upfront about who they serve.
Ooh, all right, Chad. Well, we're going to hear you speak in a little bit. You just tell us when. We got a special microphone for you, all right?
Let's mic it up. We'll gather everyone.
All right. If you want to mic him up on the other one, we'll interview a few other people here, all right? Come on, follow me. Awesome. Hey, guys. I hate to interrupt. But you're on TV.
Okay, hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Awesome.
So Chad has a question.
Did you set me up for this?
No, this is real. This is. We'll interview Ben next. But how do you think entrepreneurs think differently about wealth? That was Chad's question. How do entrepreneurs think differently about wealth than anybody else?
Well, I think for that question for me, I think entrepreneurs think about wealth as it relates to creation. Right? So there's this, I think you think of it more of an abundant mindset, that if I took it to this level before, I can do it again. And I can do it again. So I think it's a more abundant wealth creation type mindset.
I do. I remember Ross.
That's good.
That was good. All right.
You were made.
Do a little 5-minute.
So this is Ben Laws. Ben, what's your business?
Okay,
cool. Wealth management, wealth coaching, and an accounting firm, and a coaching company.
And a media thing.
And a media. Oh, that's right. And a media company. Thank you.
All right. So talk to us about wealth.
We're gonna gather over there just for a couple minutes.
Yeah, I think that a lot of times entrepreneurs think that like the creation aspect of actually creating the wealth is what makes them different. But I actually think that it's actually just the beginning of actually the actual true creation, because of what we actually want to do with that dollar. Like, we're not just content to seeing a dollar go to 2 or 3 or 4. Like, we want to, it's how we actually get there, right? Like, we want to find the most effective way that allows us to get the most out of it. And so I think that we're constantly looking to drive more out of it. So, I mean, if I could actually like put this down into this book into like something that's really like tangible, is that the wealth we create from our company, we're actually putting into another company. And that just happens to be whether it's a retirement account, it's actually like, hey, it's a tax consulting company where we're actually trying to pay less in taxes, right? So I think what I said to Chad and what I put on the review was that if entrepreneurs actually just pick this book up and just do one actionable thing, that they're on their way to 10xing something in their life.
I love it. That's why we like it.
Love it. Good job. Good job. That was good. Folks, look at this.
That's right.
You got the books everywhere. You have Raise the Rooftop. I love that. That's a good shot. Can I get a shot? Hey, by the way, what are our people saying? What do you all think about some of the comments that the entrepreneurs here shared? By the way, we wish you were here. But the second best thing is to watch the live stream. Tag somebody that you might know who needs this advice. You might know an entrepreneur. They're actually 4% of the population, and maybe somebody needs this live stream. We're going to hear from Chad very soon. Let's go. Awesome.
Yeah, I think we're going to be like right here.
What's up, Sarah?
I think I'm going to speak.
Hey,
right
Chad.
Here. You're going to get out there with Chad?
I hope so. Hey.
Hey. They said just make sure.
All right,
come on over. I'm not facing like this way with the light behind me. So.
Chad.
Yeah.
Are they handing you like a real mic, or are you just going to yell?
I'm not sure.
Okay. You're mic'd up. Ruthie, do we have the, we got number 2? Number 2 showing? Perfect. You want me to whistle? I can whistle.
Yeah, we need to gather.
All right.
Sure.
I'm going to whistle.
Okay.
You hold my mic.
All right. Yeah. What?
The other way. Hold on.
No one was helping me with my collar?
The whole time.
Amber! Never in the right spot.
So you're good on our mic right there. Okay. Yeah. So I think people are coming. You want me to like announce you?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, I think they said they would have a mic with a speaker, but apparently they didn't mean speaker. They just meant
right there. Okay.
Going into like a
recording.
Yeah.
That's all right. All right.
Yeah.
I'll maybe they can at least hit the noise a little bit lower.
Maybe so.
Aaron.
Come on over, guys.
All right. We good? All right.
No stereo. No. Okay.
All right. Hey, everybody.
No.
Gather in.
Everybody
gather in.
Come on, be friendly. Jessica, come on over.
Gather in. Ruthie, you can be right here. Awesome. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming tonight to Chad's amazing party. He's somebody that I met in 2018 at Strategic Coach. And how many of you knew Chad back in 2018? He's not the same man today. Is that true?
That's true.
He is a totally different man. I would think that he would give a lot of credit to Strategic Coach, Dan and Babs. But we're going to hear a few words from him. And I know that you coming tonight was a huge honor, and he feels very loved and appreciated. We also have 40,000 followers watching. Chad's a big deal on LinkedIn.
Thank you. Do I need that mic or no? Do I use this? Okay. Hey, Amber, come on up. Gotta bring my wife up here. Yeah, let's go. All right. First of all, thank you everyone for coming. This is actually my first time ever visiting Tennessee, so it's kind of a fun night. Just to thank you for hosting. We got some Tennessee people here.
This is America.
Yeah, this is America. This is America. Yes. Dan is a true patriot. We love him. So I have to give credit for this idea to my good friend Chad Johnson. So Chad, you need to come over here. No, I need to.
Yeah,
Chad. So obviously I would not be the entrepreneur and the author I am without Dan. And in a breakout session last year, we were talking about the conflict and the challenges between financial professionals and entrepreneurs and how there's like a disconnect, there's a language barrier. And some of the things I shared in that breakout session got Chad so excited that he said, "You got to write a book about this." And I was like, "I just wrote a book. Like
Write another book.
He said, "Write another book."
You can write more than one book.
I know.
You can write one a quarter.
And Chad actually said we should have this be a topic at CoachCon, and we should talk about entrepreneurs and the future of wealth and how they should look at money differently because they're entrepreneurs. And so I thought, man, that's a really tight deadline to get it all done. But credit to my team and all the people that I work with that we got this done in time. And to me, this is just, it's kind of an intersection of the two worlds that I'm in with entrepreneurship and wealth management. And if our industry and the financial industry was more transparent, we wouldn't say that we can serve all kinds of people. Like if you look at our websites, it typically says, I serve families and individuals and business owners and pro athletes and entrepreneurs. And like, that's what most of our financial industry says in it, which basically includes everybody in the world, right? And I just got clearer and clearer that I don't serve all those people. Like I just serve entrepreneurs. And so that's what this book is all about. It's for entrepreneurs by an entrepreneur. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for coming. And that's all I got to say. Thank you. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Excited for you.
Yes, appreciate it. It's going to be great. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah. Why or where? LinkedIn, YouTube, everything. So that is the amazing book launch party that we had. Chad Willardson is a fantastic gentleman.
I know.
How's the mic? Good?
People are excited to come to this. I got probably
all good. Don't worry about it. But we do want to give just a shout out to Chad, and he's been just a fantastic person for all of us, and he adds value to us. Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
He's a big business guy. Yeah.
If you can get Chad's mic and just take it off of him because we're picking up a little stuff.
He went all in. I gave him all a copy of 10X and Gap in the Gain in an investor club I'm in LA. He grasped on right away, but so
I'm good now.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Love it.
Yeah, which one?
So I'll give the closing words here in 1 second. We're good? Okay. So big shout out to Chad. He's a dear friend, dear brother. And if you haven't seen what he does, he's always inspiring. He's one of the few people that I watch on LinkedIn because he's always producing some valuable content. But check out his other 4 books too. And Tanisha has been managing the comments on LinkedIn. And we actually want to give a copy to every single person here of his newest book. So you'll see the details below on LinkedIn. If you'd like one, we'll ship it to you. And thanks again, Chad, for all that you've done for this community, for entrepreneurs all over the world. Be a soul on fire. And this is Igniting Souls TV. We'll see you tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central.